How do you deal with criticism around your creativity? More importantly, how do you protect yourself from getting that really damaging criticism at all? This is the topic of today's video. If you've ever struggled with creativity and fears around being criticized for your creative work, stay tuned. Hi everyone! Today I'm talking about how to protect yourself from creative criticism. Creative criticism is the criticism we get from people, whether they're well-meaning or they're not well-meaning, about our creative efforts. Our writing, our painting, our drawing, maybe a musical piece we've composed, maybe even just something we've done creatively in our everyday lives. This sort of unsolicited, most of the time, and unhelpful feedback can be very damaging to creative people. And if you've ever experienced this kind of damaging, unhelpful feedback, you know that because you probably shut down and withdrew after you received it. This is one of the biggest fears around creativity that people have. It's about what other people will think. Will other people like this? Will other people hate this? Will other people think I'm stupid for even doing this? This especially happens when someone was told they were artistic as a child, or they were told they were a good writer, and they always felt like they had this talent inside of them, but they haven't yet acted on it. Maybe now, later in life, they feel like everyone is still waiting around for them to act on it. Their friends and family who told them they were artistically gifted or they would be such a good writer, and they still haven't produced anything. So there's a lot of pressure now if they feel like if I'm going to write my book or I'm going to create something and put it online on a website and everyone's going to see it, this is going to be the thing everybody's waiting for, so it better be really good. And what if it's not? This can also happen if you were discouraged in these areas as a child. If you were discouraged from being creative or making art or writing creatively, you may have grown up thinking, I'm going to do it anyway, and now I'm going to show them, right? One day I'm going to show them all that I can really do this. So again, there's a lot of pressure on it. Either way, there's this pressure of whatever I produce, it's going to be examined by other people and it's going to be judged by other people. And what if it's inadequate? What if I'm inadequate? This can really get in the way when, as an adult, you want to create things. You feel a deep creative calling from deep within your soul. You want to write or paint or draw. You want to make something beautiful. Usually when we make that first attempt, right, when we write the first few chapters of our novel, or we finally get up the courage to put something on the canvas, we really want to share that with other people. We want to show someone our work. And this is because every creative person, every writer, every artist, even if you don't identify specifically with those terms, but anyone who is creative, we want and need encouragement. That is essential to the creative process. We want and need encouragement. We want support, and we want helpful feedback. We want someone to tell us, you're going in the right direction. You do have talent. You should be doing this. You are doing well. Good job. The problem is most people are unequipped to provide us with this. Most people either do not know how to give feedback, they don't share our same taste, they don't understand the message that we're trying to convey. And the problem is most of the time we go to our friends and family who definitely don't check the box in any of the areas that we need. It's not surprising we go to our friends and family. Most of the time this is the people we know. These people are the only potential audience we have. And so when we go to them, they may not understand our work, or they may think that we should do something differently, and they say that. Or whatever we've created, if it's been a chapter in a novel or a painting, whatever it is, it might trigger them in some way. They might find it threatening in some way and then say something that feels very rejecting to us. So it's really about them. It's about their reaction. They're triggered by it, but we don't know that. We don't see the triggering happening, mostly because we're so emotionally charged about their reaction that we just take the blame on ourselves. And so we assume my writing's no good, I don't have any talent, this painting's no good, I don't even know why I tried, because they said something discouraging to us and it really derailed us. So this is when we get criticism and not support. And when this happens, when we're seeking support and we're seeking encouragement, we're seeking that safe place to land, and we don't get that, we get the criticism instead, this shuts down our creativity. So We just want to withdraw, and we don't want to ever share again. There is a way to prevent this from happening, and that is to keep your work private. And that doesn't mean keep it private forever, but in the very first stages, in the early stages, keep your work private. Don't show it to anyone, and don't talk about it too much. Don't tell your family or friends you're working on something. Definitely don't show them pieces of it, and definitely don't ask them what they think. Keep it private. Treat it as if it's a very small, delicate plant or a baby. Don't let just anyone hold it or look it over or start messing around with it. This is your baby. This is your small plant. It's just pushing up out of the soil. We want to keep it in a safe space. I'm going to be talking more about this topic and so many others around creativity and fears around creativity in my new workshop coming up. It's called Fear and Creativity. This workshop is happening Saturday, August 5th, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's a 90-minute workshop. We are meeting over Zoom. It is live. However, it will also be recorded. So if you can't make it live, that's totally fine. You can get the replays. You'll still get all the benefits of the workshop. And I won't be doing this workshop again. For those of you who are going to email me and ask me that question, I always get that question a lot. Are you going to be doing this again? When are you going to repeat this workshop? I do not usually repeat workshops and classes. So if this is something you are interested in, even if you can't make it live, please register. You will get the recordings. Registration's only $25. So even if you can't make it, it's well worth the money to get this forever because you will have lifetime access to the recording. And again, it's only happening once. Registration is open now. It will only be open until August 4th. If you have any questions about the class at all, please email me, lauren@laurensapala.com. And you can also drop a comment in the comments box below. Thanks so much, everyone. I hope I see you there.